Hi guys, and welcome to Shah's Lifestyle Vlogmas. Do you see what I done there, guys? Vlogmas. Yes. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone is good. Everyone's having a great day, week or weekend whenever you are watching this vlog right here. Okay, so today on our little Vlogmas, I decided that I'm going to do a video that I've not done for quite some time. And I remember my subscribers used to love when I used to do my natural hair. Judging by the title, you know what's going on here. My natural hair videos. So today I am going to take you through all the stages of what I do to take care of my natural hair and updated, which is basically the same. So even if you went back in time and watch any of my hair videos, you'll see that my routine is basically the same. We pre-poo the night before, we wash on wash day, we deep condition, then we go on to moisturize and oil and lock it in and all the things. I will take you through every step anyway. The only problem is, guys, is we've been struggling in our bathroom because of the low pressure, water pressure, since having our new little system, our new combi put in. And so my shower is no longer a power shower, and so doing my hair is become a bit of a chore again. So anyway, we're going to do our best to try and show you what I can. I don't know if I can show you me actually shampooing, but if you or washing, if you want to see any of that content, you can always go back to my much older hair videos, and you will find me doing that very routine in the shower, shampooing, and also co-wash, all the things. Anyway, but hopefully you can see everything. So let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna pre-poo today. For anyone that does not know what pre-poo is basically preparing your hair for wash for shampoo. That's why it's called pre-poo instead of, you know, before shampoo. It's pre-poo. And what that entails is basically giving your hair a bit of a treatment overnight if possible. Doesn't have to necessarily be overnight. Some people does a pre-poo just before they wash their hair, maybe an hour or so before they wash their hair. They might do a little bit of an oil treatment. And it doesn't necessarily has to be an oil treatment. Some people can pre-poo, which I've done that as well, using apple cider vinegar, a mix of water and apple cider vinegar, never straight apple cider vinegar, and try and always use the, I think it's called the Bragg's brand, yeah, the proper apple cider vinegar brand, the yellow one. I think it's of the Mother or something like that it's called. Yeah, I've actually got some. I'll show you that another time because we haven't got time. So today I'm going to be pre-pooing with my coconut oil, which is what I will typically use most of the time, because pre-pooing with an apple cider vinegar is too acidic for your hair, so you shouldn't really do that consistently. You can do that maybe 2 to 3 times a year, if that, you know. maybe every 6 months or every 4 months or something like that, but you can't definitely use apple cider rinse every single week, and I wash my hair every week. Anyway, we're going to take down my hair. It's in a plait right now, a very messy plait. We're going to take the hair down and get started, guys. So you need to be very gentle with your hair as well. My hair is very, 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 very dry right now. I do need to, one moment. Right, so I am back, guys. The reason I got up is because this is my little hairband box, okay, and I have got myself another one because, as you see, it's quite stuffed. But what I need from here, which I'm hoping is in here after all that, I'm back. I thought while I got up I might as well show you. I think it's called Of the Mother. Or is it With the Mother? I haven't got my glasses around. But anyway, this Bragg's. This is the apple cider vinegar that I'm talking about. And this apple cider vinegar is good. You can drink it. It's good for digestion, and it's good for a whole load of things, actually. It's really, really good for a number of things, but you can also cleanse your hair with this, and you can use it as a pre-poo and then wake up in the morning, wash it out, and you don't need to use any type of shampoo because it's also a cleanser. So there's that. So I wanted to show you that first, and the reason I got up is because I wanted to get my hair scissors. Now guys, if you're going to cut your hair, please always use a pair of hair shears. Never cut your hair with just any random scissors. That's not good. Anyway, I have a bit of a knot in my hair here, so that's why I needed the scissors. So I always tend to, let me take this off. I tend to cut the knots out, guys, okay? So I'm gonna just take my hair down and I'm gonna have a bit of a chit chat, actually. My son is out with his friends. It's pretty late, and I'm your typical mother. Of course, you need to let them spread their wings and fly and so on. But obviously, I do get worried, you know. I am one of those mothers, you know. I'm a bit of a helicopter, I'm afraid, as they call it, helicopter mum. Can't help myself, but I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I've got some knots here. I'm trying to actually let my son experience life. It's not even him, it's just the world around him that I don't trust. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we've taken down our hair, and that feels so good. Taken down our hair now. Our hair is very itchy. See, I like to wash my hair weekly because my hair gets very, 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 very dry. And it doesn't really matter in what sort of a month it just stays dry. Okay, so my hair definitely needs treating on a weekly basis. I can't go any longer without treatment, um, because that's the sort of hair I have, you know, and that's what we're working with. That's what we're dealing with. Okay, so and I've had long hair all my life, basically. Um, in fact, my hair was longer when I was much younger. It was a lot longer. I will insert a picture right up here somewhere, if I possibly can work out how to do that, of course. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to split our hair into 4 sections. It's what I like to work with. I do everything in 4s as far as my hair, guys. I wash in 4 sections, I detangle in 4 sections, and I pre-poo in 4 sections. If you're wondering what am I where am I looking, there's a mirror behind the camera, so that's what I'm looking at. So sorry for not looking directly at you, but I'm looking at the mirror. Right, so now we're gonna just lightly, ever so lightly, finger detangle our hair, you know, and get most of the bigger knots out of the hair first of all. So I might do what I always do and show you just like one section, and then I will move on and show you the end results, what I do at the end, because as I always say, you know, to show you guys the full-on routine will take some time. And you may or may not have noticed, which it's a little obvious, guys. It's very, very obvious that you're seeing this nice silver white, very white hair currently. And that's because I've decided, after I had, I think it was maybe around the summertime. I'm thinking it was around May, about May. I went to a friend's wedding and I dyed my greys for the last time that month, and I've not dyed my hair since then, because number one, dyeing your hair is very, very drying to the hair, and as I just said, my hair gets very dry, and also it's really bad for your hair. And it just helps with thinning of the hair, and the whole health of the hair is under, you know, it's just not good for your hair. So I've decided that I'm gonna grow out my greys. This has been a long time coming, guys. It's been a long time coming. I am in my early 50s. I'm 52 to be exact. And it's time. It's time for me to stop dyeing, as well as dyeing your hair seeps into your scalp and can cause all sorts of damage within your head, your brain, and so forth. And I was having these really odd pains in my head area, and I don't know if it was down to my frequent dyeing of my hair. So I just decided, okay, let me stop, because obviously something feels very weird going on in my head at the moment. And this thing has not stopped, but it has died down significantly. So I am pretty sure that it was having some type of effect in my head area, and I just didn't want to deal with any health issues just for vanity, just because I didn't want to have grey hairs anymore. So it is what it is, and for the sake of my health, I've decided to stop. Right, where is... Right, guys, for your pre-poo, you need a hairspray bottle as well. This is my mist bottle. I use it frequently to moisturize my hair, and it just gives your hair a little bit of a dampness. It doesn't soak the hair, it's a mist. It doesn't, it's not, you're not meant to soak your hair. Your hair's not meant to be soaking wet. It's just meant to be just a slight mist of moisture. So that's what this does. So in here I have just water, and I've got warm water in here. In fact, the bottle's nice and warm. I've got very warm water in here, because I don't want cold water in on my head either. Too hot is too much. Too cold is not a good idea either. So warm is just right. So we're going to mist our hair with water, and then we're going to go on with the coconut oil, which is over here. I have my coconut oil soaking, well, not soaking, but heating up in this, my little gravy pot. I always use this pot because it's the perfect size for this bottle, and I just put a small bit of kettle boiled water in here just to heat up the oil and make it more liquefied, because obviously with the cold weather it gets pretty hard, and also it's just nice to have a nice warm oil to work with for this particular treatment. So this is all I have left. I do need to top this up. I do have more coconut oil over there, and so I will refill this, but this is pure coconut oil and water. So this is how it goes for my pre-pooing. If you would like me to show you how I pre-poo using the apple cider, let me know. Please comment down below if you would like to see that. It's pretty much the same routine. The only thing is, obviously, the apple cider, you're mixing it already with water, so you don't really need your, well, you need your mist spray, but your mist spray will contain the apple cider in there as well. And I tend not to use the same bottle for the apple cider as I do for my water. I have a different bottle for that. Yeah. So now that my hair is slightly damp, what I now do is I'm going to use this oil, and it's got this little spout here. Let me show you, see? And I'm going to oil my scalp with this. This is the only time I oil my scalp, guys. I know a lot of black people, especially back in the day, would feel like oiling the scalp of their hair is a daily ritual, but no, it's not actually something you should do, because you then will have a build-up on your scalp, on the hair follicle, and that will be a bit of a hindrance with your growth. So, you know, I don't think it's a good idea to have your scalp continuously oiled or greased up at all. And in fact, grease is obviously something that we used to use back in the day, but it's not a necessity. I don't think we need grease to grease our scalp necessarily. So all I do anyway for my particular hair is I will oil it to pre-poo it, and that's before hair wash day. And that's the only time, guys, that oil will touch my scalp. Because I like my scalp to stay free, like free of products, free of anything. I have absolutely nothing on my scalp throughout the rest of the week. It's only this pre-poo time that I will have anything on my scalp. Well, besides obviously your shampoo or your co-wash when you're physically washing your hair, but besides that, you know, once everything is said and done, I don't go in with my oil and oil my scalp after hair wash. I don't see the need to. In my view, keeping your hair and your scalp product free is a benefit for hair growth, and yeah, you don't really need to. Anyway, I put a little bit of oil on the palm of my hands, and I will use that for the ends of my hair. Reason being is the ends of your hair is the most dry, as well as the oldest part of your hair, of course. It's the grandparents of your hair. It's the old people of the hair. This bit is the youngsters. Here's the sort of middle age, and then down here is about here is the elders, and you need to take care of them because they get very, very dry. Right. And the elders is what I will oil after hair wash and moisturize. Just the ends of the hair will get moisturized and oiled after hair wash. And also during hair wash, I do not wash the length of my hair. I only wash the scalp, my hair scalp, and the water and shampoo that runs down my hair follicles will do the rest for me, will wash the rest of the hair. The most important thing to wash is your scalp. And it's not a good idea to be sort of causing friction and all this stuff to your hair anyway, like rubbing your hair vigorously is not a good idea. So I only wash my scalp, and I use this to scrub my scalp in the shower, and then I rinse off, dragging all the product down the length of my hair, but I do not actually physically wash the length of my hair. I let the product just run through, and that will just wash away anything that it needs to wash away. But anyway, that is my pre-poo routine, guys. That's the pre-poo, and I will come back in a minute to show you what I do next. But first I'm going to do all 4 sections. So I'm going to do this section, I'm going to split this into 2 and do the 2 sections, and I will be back. Okay guys, let's just tie this up really quickly. So I just do this, take this hair clip out of this section, use it for that section, and then I move on to this section. But as I said, I will be back, guys. So hi guys, I'm back. I've done all 3 sections. I'm on the last section now. My son has finally got home, so I can breathe a little bit and feel a lot more relaxed now that everyone's home. Like I said, I am a little bit of a helicopter parent, but I try not to be. Right, so we're going to finish wetting our hair, like so. I've already slightly finger detangled this section off camera, and my oil, because I was talking to my son, my oil is starting to harden, so I need to be super quick on this. So I put some drops of oil into my scalp, just squeeze the bottle. I do need to refill this bottle. I'll show you guys how I do that maybe on another day or another video or something. But anyway, I just rub it into my scalp, try to cover all of this section of my scalp as possible, giving it a nice moisturizing in there, and try and oil every inch of this section of my scalp, and obviously in the partings as well. And then I run the excess oil I use on my roots right here as well. Also, having grey hair or greying hair can be very, very drying. In general, any texture, you could be white, black, Hispanic, it doesn't matter what cultural background you're from, grey hairs will always be much more drying, apparently. So I've been told, or so I have learnt through different sources. So anyway, I have moisturized with water now the length of my hair, and I'm going to take a drop, last drop here, of coconut oil into the palm of my hands, and we're going to do the ends. Make sure the ends of your hair is taken care of at all times. At all times. It's the most dry part of my hair, besides my greys, of course. But yeah. Then I'm going to split my hair into two sections, like so. Run my hands through. And then we will do a twist. And that's pretty much what I do to pre-poo my hair. So now, whenever you hear me saying, oh, I've just pre-pooed my hair, or I still need to pre-poo my hair, you have a fair idea of what I'm doing and why. Okay? It's just prepping your hair for wash day, giving it a bit of a treatment before wash day, getting it moisturized, slightly detangled. Some people would go as far as combing their hair out to pre-poo, but I don't do that. I just finger detangle slightly, because combing your hair out is not actually good for your hair either. Even with a wide tooth comb, try not to use tools on your hair as often as possible, and especially try not to use heat at all. I don't use any type of heat on my hair whatsoever. You will see no heat in any part of my hair routine. You won't see any type of heat. Right, so I've got my, sorry I've been talking, I've got my shower cap on, my plastic cap. That's to keep my hair moisturized and keep it moist throughout the night. So I used my shower cap for that, so my hair does not get dry at all through the night. And then I just layer my hair now with with a do-rag. I typically use any of my do-rags or my scarves, hair scarves. As long as they're silk or satin, they'll be fine. And then I also will put, for good measure, will put on my bonnet, and this just helps your hair have a nice steaming through the night while you sleep. Or if you don't pre-poo in the night, doing this once you have pre-pooed, even in the daytime before you wash your hair, will help your hair have a nice little bit of a steam treatment. But I like to do it through the night because there's more hours of the treatment, of course. Okay guys, so that's it. Thank you for watching my this portion of the video, and tomorrow we will be washing. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm in the bathroom. Welcome to Vlogmas. Hair wash is what we're doing today. Unfortunately, in the past, I was able to show you guys me physically washing my hair in this very bathroom. However, since we've had our new little combi treasure being put in, they have removed my power shower pump. And so it's been a little temperamental as far as the pressure of the water and adjusting the cold and the hot and getting the temperature just so. And it's just been a struggle, an absolute nightmare of a struggle. So I won't be able to show you guys me physically washing my hair, but I will show you guys everything after that. So I'm going to, oh, by the way, welcome. I'm going to start off with my co-wash, and I use Cantu hair products. All of my hair products is basically Cantu. So this is the complete conditioning co-wash. It's $5.99 and it's for natural hair, shea butter, Cantu. So this is what I wash my hair with. Oh, I did not bring my little, 1 minute. Oh. And I use this. And I just basically circulate my hair just in the roots with the co-wash, and I rinse out. I do not wash the length of my hair because that would cause frizziness and knots and tangles and all that problematic stuff. So I only wash the scalp of my hair, washing out the oils that I've pre-pooed with and any, you know, debris, dirt, whatever, hair products, whatever from the week, which I basically don't put nothing on my scalp. So there we have it. So this is what I will use. This is my little hair catcher that I obviously put in the plug socket so that we don't have a blocked up drain. Okay, so my hair gets washed in 4 sections, so I always use my little claw clips here, and I clip each section up 4 sections, taking one down at a time and washing 1 section at a time, 4 sections in total. Once we've finished, we go in with my hydrating cream conditioner. This bit you will see. I will do this bit outside of the shower just so you guys can see. I put this on the ends, the older parts of my hair, which is the ends of my hair. Okay? Only. I do not put this on the full length of my hair. I definitely do not put this on the scalp. We've just cleansed our scalp. We're not going to be putting anything on the scalp from here on out, right through to styling. No products on the scalp whatsoever. Okay, so this will be put on the ends of my hair, which you will see. So guys, as I said, my shower is very temperamental and it's really annoying, very frustrating, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. So hair wash day seems to be so much more of a struggle than it used to be, just because the pressure of the shower is so hard to adjust. It's either extremely hot or extremely cold, and to find that little bite in between is very difficult. Needless to say that the shower head does not stay up either. So sometimes you have to actually hold the shower head because the pressure's so low that it's not enough power to hold the shower up. It's a whole situation, guys. It's a whole situation. But anyway, I'm gonna go in and have my shower. I've got my body cream here and my deodorants and roll-on here because I'm obviously gonna have a full-on shower. I have my shower gel here, which actually I'm going to use this one today. I have my Sanix here, and yeah, we're going to have a whole head to toe going on. It's Sunday and this is my routine every single Sunday. Okay guys, I will be back. Hi guys, so I've had the worst shower ever, okay? The worst. Okay, I don't know what made me think or who talked me into having this new combi system fitted, because I tell you now, the older the product, the better. That's why I like vintage and retro, because back in the day you can rely on your cookers and your heaters and your heating and so on. They were very reliable. Now things is not built to last, and when they are built, they're not even built to properly work. But anyway, I digress. With a lot of struggle, I've got my hair washed. So the hair has been washed. It's getting pretty long, guys. Pretty long. Anyway, we are going to now condition her. Okay, so I'm going to use my hydrating cream, which is sulfate free, by Cantu again. So what I do is I squirt some into my hands, about that much will do, and then I concentrate only on the ends of my hair, solely on the ends of my hair. I might go up the hair shaft just a tad, but not too much. I'm mostly thinking of the ends. Okay, they're the parts of your hair that dries out the quickest, and as they're the oldest part of your hair, they're more likely to break off the quickest as well. So I do get slight shedding, but shedding is completely normal. And then what I do is I take that part of my hair and I twist it. I twist it and make sure that I really get all that product working in the ends there. Obviously my hair's wet, so it does look thinner than normal because of the wetness, but yeah, doing the same on the other side. Get this much and focused only on the ends of my hair. As I said, I do creep up a little bit because the back is slightly shorter, so the baby hairs at the back, like here, is slightly on the shorter side. So make sure we get that as well. Right, get out all the loose hairs. Rinse my hands. The reason why I rinse my hands is because I don't want to get any product in the length of my hair as I twist, because as I said, I don't put anything on my scalp from here on. If all products goes to the ends of my hair from here on, even when styling, which you're about to see after I've done my deep conditioning, which this is how I deep condition. Some people buys a Pacific deep conditioner, but for me, I feel any conditioner can work to deep condition, and I don't deep condition, I do not deep condition my hair using any kind of heat products as well, so I don't go underneath a hooded dryer or anything such like. I use one clip which I've washed out. I always wash out these claw clips, guys, to make sure they are clean. After use, every time I finish using them, I just give them a quick rinse. So now that my hair, all my ends are deep conditioning, I now do what I call my layering method in order to create and generate some sort of heat, but more of a natural heat in there. So how I do that is I just layer my hair, put my shower cap on to keep the moisture, and then I layer like this. Then I get my bonnet, which this and my bonnet will both go in the wash afterwards. I change my bonnet and my scarf weekly, so that I've always got a clean scarf and a clean bonnet each week to wear to bed. Okay, and then I put this on my head, guys. This is a sort of towel cap. And then last but not least, I use my towel. Like so. Now this will remain on my head for just under an hour, about an hour, or just under an hour. And then I will come and rinse the ends. Only the ends of my hair will get rinsed, and I rinse the end of my hair with cold water. The reason why I rinse my hair with only cold water is because the cold closes back your cuticles, your hair cuticles, and so your hair follicles, and so it traps the moisture in, so it will trap some of this and the water into the hair follicles. Right, so that is it. That is my hair deep conditioning, and I will see you guys on the next stage. Hi guys, so I'm back. It's not been quite an hour, but I've got so much to do that I just cannot wait a full hour. It's been probably about half an hour, 45 minutes thereabouts, which is fine. But I do need to get on with other things. By the way, as I'm doing Vlogmas for the first time, I've come to realise, after watching other people doing Vlogmas, I've come to realise that all content can be a Vlogmas. It doesn't have to be Christmas related necessarily. Just every single thing you're doing can be a potential video or potential vlog. So ideas keeps popping in my head, you know. Everything keeps popping in my head. So anyway, I've come up with another idea. However, I can't do that till I finish this. So let's get on with it. Let's bring you, bring you down, maybe over here a bit. I don't know if you can see me. I hope you can. Right, I'm going to be using cold water to rinse the conditioner out of my hair, and then we will go in the bedroom and continue to style. I hope you can see me. I really do. I'm never too sure with this camera if you can see me or not. Hopefully you can. So I'm going to take all of this off, and I'm going to rinse only the ends of my hair with cold water. This bonnet and this do-rag has served its purpose for the week now, so it's time to get washed. So that's going to go in my wash basket. We need a little clip to clip up my hair when I'm done. So here we go. I'm only giving it a bit of a light rinse because you shouldn't rinse it completely out. So I hope you was able to see that, but there we have it. My hair has now been rinsed. Now it's time to go to detangle, moisturize, seal and style. So I'll be back. Hi guys, so I am back. Yes, final stages of hair is the styling and the detangling. So first let's set up to detangle. Let me just show you what I'm going to use first. So I have some clips here. Oops. I also have my wide tooth comb. Let's bring this forward. I'm going to use another Cantu product. This is the Coconut Curling Cream for Naturals with shea butter Cantu. That's what I use as my leave-in conditioner. I've only started using this oil spray, but I do use this as well, just as an extra oil on the length of my hair, not on the scalp. And then I also have this, which is coconut and avocado oil, to seal the ends in and lock in that moisture. So let's get started, guys. I'm gonna actually put this on charge. I have a small little light here, but it's dying. So let's put that on charge. Let's see if that helps stop it from dying out. Okay. Right. While that's charging, let's get started. So I have a mirror behind you right here so I can see what I'm doing, obviously. So this is my hair straight from being washed and conditioned. Split it in two to start with. Tie up this end. Then I'm going to split this into two also. As I said, I always work in fours. So that's split. So I'm going to now tie up this half or quarter, whatever you'd like to call it. And we use one of the clips for that. Right, so we're going to start in the back here with my leave-in conditioner. So I use about this much on each section. I'll show you one section and then I will come back once I've done all the sections, or we'll be here forever. So as you can see, I'm putting this mostly towards the ends of my hair. Then I use my oil, coconut and avocado, to to seal that in. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with my wide tooth comb and starting from the ends of my hair, working my way up. Once my hair is fully detangled, well, once this section is fully detangled and I am satisfied that there is absolutely no knots in this section at all, I will then twist that up so that it doesn't get tangled. Always remove the excess hair, shedded hair from your comb each and every time. Just put that there for now. Then, before I twist that up, I go in with some of this sheen. Oh Christ. I go in with this olive oil just to lock in it's quite hard to do when your hands is a bit slippery, you know, with all the products. Right, so now that I've put a little bit of that in, especially the ends, I then twist, and that is it. That is all the products that I'm going to be putting for the whole entire week. That is all I put in my hair for the week. For me, that's enough. Yes, my hair does get dry towards the end of the week, and what you can do is you can use a mist spray bottle with some water, preferably a little bit of warm, lukewarm water, and just spray it all over your hair, just a little tiny bit, just so that your hair can have a bit of moisture in there to reactivate the moisture. But I don't do that every day. I would do that, say, come midweek, say maybe a Wednesday, just to give it a little bit of hydration. And that's probably it. Maybe a Wednesday, a Thursday, I might go in with a little spray, a quick spray bottle of water, and leave, not taking my hair out of the hairstyle, just spraying it a little bit of some water I might spray a little bit of this as well to lock in the water, just a tiny bit all over the hairstyle and not touch the style itself. Yeah, that's personally how I do my hair. We're very, very low, you know, try not to touch your hair too much basically. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these sections, 3 more sections, and I'll be back to style. Right guys, so I am back and ready to do the next part of my hair, and then we are done guys. As you see, it's a very, very long process. It's a very long process. So everything is being moisturized and detangled. So now what I would normally do is, while I'm detangling, I would think of a style to do for the week. So I've thought of a style that I would like to do for the week. I do have a work little do to go to at the end of the week, so I'm hoping this style lasts till then. Yeah, it should do. It normally does. So I'm going to part my hair here, and then I'm going to part it again going down here. I'm going to do this parting. So something like that guys. So this part of my hair, I don't need that getting in my way, and then this bit I will tie back up very loosely till I get to it. Right, now I'm going to just do a quick cornrow on this small section of my hair. And the reason why I'm doing this style is because it's a protective style. It will last longer. It will stop me having all the wispy bits in the front of my hair when I'm putting my hat on and off because of the bad weather. Prevents all the wispy bits in the front of my hair from getting all wispy and a mess. Like that. And I'm going to just plait that up. I'm basically going to do the same on the other side, and I will be back. I'm trying to make this as short as possible, guys. Right, so I'm done with the 2 plaits here. Normally I use my phone to see how straight I've done my parting. So I normally get my phone and have it self-facing, and then I look in the mirror to sort of see if my hair is okay, equally parted. Okay, it's not too bad, it will do. I haven't got really much time or much choice. Okay, So there's the two plaits. Now time to do the back. So let's take out the loose hair and this bit. Like that. And this side I need this. And then this side right here. Like that. Right, then I take the whole of the back. I would turn around, guys, so you could see what I'm doing, but I need to see the mirror for this part. So I take the back and I just put it in, simply just put it in a ponytail is all I do, really. So let's do that. We're gonna use one of these little bobble things and we're gonna put it into a ponytail. I don't want it too tight, so I'll pull it out a little bit. So basically like this. And now I'm going to, I hope it's centre. Now I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to use these small brown bands now to sort of make a bubble effect in my hair. So like that, then this is one of my favourite hairstyles, I have to say, as far as a hairstyle that, you know, is quite a cute style. It's quite an easy style as well as being a protective style. So I just go down the length of my hair with a number of bands, maybe about 4 bands. And then the last one right at the bottom here. Right, and so we have like this sort of bubble effect, which I absolutely love. Let me show you from the back, like that. And then what I'm going to do with these two is I'm going to wrap them around that ponytail. So let me turn around so you can see. I can do this bit facing the back. So I'm gonna basically take my hair and go wrap it around the ponytail. Then I'm going to use some bobby pins. Going to use some bobby pins to hold it in place. Like this. And there we have it, guys. That's my protective winter style for, you know, a Christmas do or a work do and so forth. Best part about having my type of hair and have it being like a black natural is that our hair is very, very, very much versatile, and there's just so much you can do with it. And yeah, I enjoy creating all types of styles in my hair. And there you go. This is a really nice, neat hairstyle that should last you the whole week. And it's a really nice little style for if you want to, if you're going out to a work do, such as what I will be doing, if you're going to work and so on and so forth. You need your hair depending on what type of job you do. Like me, I work in the kitchens and I work with children, so you need your hair tied away from your face, tied back at all times, and be able to put on a hairnet and so on. Although for me, I do struggle putting on a hairnet a little bit with this hairstyle, but it can be done quite easily. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me do my natural hair routine. I hope you got a nice little idea of a really nice style idea that you can create in your hair for a party or a Christmas party or a work do or a little Christmas day hairstyle. You can just dress it up a bit, you know, put some jewelry, wear something really nice and just dress the style up a little bit. And you can use different colour bands if you so please. I choose to wear brown because I've got black hair besides the greys. I've got black hair, so the brown stands out a little bit. But if you want to do all different colours or red for the season or green, whatever you like, it's a really nice style to last you throughout the week. So this will be what I would be keeping in my hair for the rest of the week. As I said, I hope you guys really enjoyed watching my natural hair routine. Please comment down below if you like this routine, or if you have tried this hairstyle, or what products do you use, and so on and so forth. Yeah, thanks for watching. Right now I'm going to protect my hair even further before we go, and you can get these long bonnets if you've got sort of a hairstyle like this and you don't want to crunch it all up and ruin the style. You can get one of these long bonnets to wear. So what I like to do is get one of my do-rags. We've got a fresh clean one here, and I will first tie my front of my hair down so that that does not get wispy and messy as I sleep. And I would just tie it like this, okay, to tie down the front. Then I get my long bonnet. You don't have to use a long bonnet, but I prefer to when I'm having a style with ponytail or something like this, for example. And you basically, hang on, let me show you properly. You basically put your ponytail inside it like that, and then pull it forwards. Make sure all your hair is in there, and there you have it. Now you can go to sleep and your hair is protected, and you don't have to sort of crunch up the ponytail in order for to mess up your hairstyle at all. So thanks so much for watching. Please comment down below. If you like this type of video, give it a good thumbs up for me, give it a like. And also, if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and join our little village. Okay, stay safe, be safe, and peace. Bye guys.